Hello and welcome to kiiff.com. This is WordPress walkthrough series part 3. In the last video we installed a theme called Roofers, and in this video we open up with a theme I just installed called Orfeo. So I decided to change the theme, and the reason being that the Roofers theme was not as user friendly as I wanted it to be after I did a little bit of research into it, and it also doesn't fit the mission of this walkthrough series as well as this Orfeo theme, I believe, will. So the Orfeo theme is a winner for now. This theme is also free. You can download it and install it, activate it the same way that we did the roofer theme. So it's all within the WordPress dashboard. To make sure that you didn't miss anything, I am here at the WordPress installation theme interface, and as you can see, the new theme was just activated and we can get started with Orfeo. So you haven't missed anything, just switch the themes to Orfeo. Starting off this video, we're going to go into the About section. If I didn't mention already, the Orfeo theme is free. However, there is a paid version of it, but the free theme will do for our needs. I always like to see this welcome screen. It shows a lot of effort was put into the friendliness of the theme for new users. So we'll go into here, recommended actions, and we see that there's a couple of plugins that the theme recommends we install. So definitely want to go ahead and do that now. All right, and we also have a little notification here that there's a new download update available for the anti-spam plugin. So that's the Akismet anti-spam plugin, and the Hello Dolly both come with the default installation of WordPress. Now there's one more theme that there's one more plugin that we're going to want for before we get into customizations here, and that's called Elementor. Elementor is really the reason why I wanted this Orfeo theme versus the roofer theme. It's a page builder. So you know, when you think about page builder, a lot of things that some of the things that might come to mind is like a GoDaddy web builder, Weebly, Wix, those kinds of things. But the Elementor plugin, and there are other similar page builder plugins, they really do a better job. You can make a much nicer site, especially when you use the right theme. It makes it user friendly, similar to those other competing web design alternatives. However, it keeps it free, and it keeps the nice look of WordPress on your site. So you get the Elementor plugin activated, good to go. It also has a pro version, but again, just trying to keep it strictly free for this walkthrough series. So the first thing, let's go into our customize here, and we just want to take a look at what the site looks like without making any changes so far. So we see we have a nice picture background with some title text and maybe some buttons to work with. Nice menu up here, our title. Scrolling down, we have a features box, maybe some about information, newsletter maybe, team section here, testimonials, a blog, and some contact information. So pretty basic site so far, and just to begin, we'll make sure that the title and tagline are in. And I created a logo for our brand, All Weather Roofing. I'll go ahead and upload that now. So there's our logo. And want to use the whole thing. Okay, it's up there. Cool. So we have our logo in there. And we'll start just changing the appearance settings, customizing the theme to our liking. Some of the big things are the default text is obviously lorem ipsum, just some Latin, I believe, but the pictures do a lot on your site to add your own touch. And so the first thing I will do is change the picture. And this brings me to a point I want to mention about pictures for your website. So of course, as much as possible, you want to have pictures. If you're a roofing business or plumbing, electrician, so forth, you would like to have pictures of your own work. However, in some cases, it might make sense to have a professional picture of something, maybe an example of something that you would do. In that case, as you can see, I just uploaded this picture of a nice house with a nice gray roof, and it's a very professional picture. And you get these pictures from this website, pixels.com. And the really great thing about these images is that they are copyright free. So you can use these on your website without needing any asking for permissions or worrying about getting sued over copyright infringement or trademarked property, whatever it is. You just don't need to worry about it. Pexels.com. And so that's where I got this picture from. So now we have a nice house, and since our logo is up here and it says all weather roofing, we can go ahead and make this main text our title. So I can't put in a there for some reason, so I'll just put in, we have. For the buttons right now, I don't think I don't see using them, so go ahead and just take them out. But if we need them, all we have to do is add the text and they'll pop right back in. Actually, on second thought, we will use this. Always nice to have a contact us button. Can't go wrong with that. Alright, and we looked through some of the main features on this home page, and I already know that there's some things I don't want. For now, I'm going to go ahead and take out this About section by simply just disabling the section. I'm also going to take out the team. Let's see, the ribbon's already disabled. I'll just leave it there. Testimonials I think we'll work with. Clients bar already disabled. Subscribe already disabled. The blog, I'd like to keep the blog in here for now, although I think I will dedicate it. We'll have a blog have its own page, but we'll keep it in there for now. And the contact, again, just a simple thing. I want to change the image, and I have another picture here. Let's try this one. Again, I just got this one off of pexels.com. Yeah, so there we go. Looks nice. That's a nice roof for our business. Go ahead and publish these changes, and we'll go back. and just take a look at some of the other options that we have for this theme. So we have a very top bar, looks like it has a search function in there. Let's go ahead and enable that and see what it looks like. Okay, adds a search. I'm curious to see. We have the social icons, which are always great if your business has Facebook or YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, even depending on what business you have. Always great to have the social icons there. However, I'm not so sure I like that search bar. Let's remove that, and there we go. So we can hold on to the social icon. Navigation, this is looking at a layout of the relationship between the menu options and our logo. So I like the way this is. We might explore an option like this, especially with the text of our logo being black. Might have to change that to white. We'll see how things play out a little further down the road. Let's go ahead and stick with the logo on the left and menu on the right. Some more header settings. We know that our logo is red, and we'll have to tint this button a little darker red. Let's go ahead and select our header gradient to try to make it close to that deep red that our logo is. Somewhere around there should work well for now. Go ahead and publish the changes we've made so far. And this looks like the option to select that deeper red. Maybe right in there. That's pretty close. Menu options are okay for now. Let's look at the home page settings. So we already have the home page set up as home and the blog post as blog. So that's good, I like that. Looking at the widgets, it looks like there's some footer widgets available. We won't be using those for now. Might add in some content later. So let's just go back and we can look at our site. So oftentimes when I'm constructing a website, I like to just look at it as if I was a visitor to the site. I think that's the best way to judge what we have. So we have a blog. I think we need a contact us page and an about page. And let's just see where this blog takes us. So this is pretty interesting. I definitely like the blog page. I just want to take out probably the comments, archives, categories, and the metadata. So just some simple work on that, and the blog page will be pretty much finished. So I'll go ahead and get that done now. Go into Appearance and Widgets and the sidebar. So we want to keep the recent post, but we'll get rid of everything else. And I don't think there's anything else. Nope, that looks good. So we'll go back into the pages and we can delete the sample page. And we can make a contact us page. And then you can see this Elementor. So we can edit the page with Elementor, which if you have seen the typical WordPress editor page, it looks basically like this. So we are working with a visual, or we can write HTML code for what we want the page to look like. the Elementor plugin. So it looks like we have a pop-up here. The theme supports default styling for Elementor widgets. And we want to disable the default styles and use the themes default. I'm going to go ahead and select no on that for now. So here we are opened up. We're on the Contact Us page. And we are in the Elementor page builder. And this is where you kind of get the feeling that, you don't really feel like you're coding a WordPress website anymore. You feel like you're in the easy drag and drop. Except the key is that you're still on the WordPress website and you still have all those features available to you. So I can just trying to envision the Contact Us page here. We're probably going to have some columns. I could see some Google Maps here on one side, maybe. Maybe add in a divider. And I like the dividers to be the solid line, but we want to go stretched across, and then we'll set the width to right about probably 75% to 80% of the page. So right about there, and so we can have Contact Us, and we'll have the map here. Maybe we can put our address, and up here we can put in a contact form. So to do that, this theme uses a special, not really special, but also it's a plugin for the contact form. It's called Pirate Form. So we'll go ahead and throw our Pirate Form in there, and you can see that the plugin does a lot of the work for us. So we have a nice, send us a message, put in your email, so forth, and we can edit all of these. We'll get into that a little further down the line. I just like to have sort of a gray box of what each page is going to look like. So that looks good there. We have a nice map. We'll put some over here. Something like stop by the office, and we can take this, make it larger, maybe heading 2, and go into the styles tab, center it, and increase the size. So maybe right about there looks pretty good. And then we can put some other text below it, maybe the address, or we have our maps there. So go ahead and click update. This is coming along well. Now we want to add the Contact Us page to our menu up there. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Go back to the dashboard and appearance, menus, and Contact Us, and we'll add it. So the blog I'll have is the very last link, and that reminds me as well, we will create a About Us page. Change the permalink to make it easier to navigate. and call it about. Put it up there. Okay, looks good. We'll save the menu and we'll take a look at our site. So we have the blog page here. We took out those sidebars. Now we just have the recent posts as they'll show up. We'll create some dummy data to put in here, and just to make sure that it looks nice in production. Our contact page, we have a nice form we can use to send an email. Stop by the office with a nice Google Maps and our address. About us page, blank for now, we haven't done anything. And back to the home page where we have the little editing that we have done so far. Now the last thing I want to bring up before I close out this part 3 of the WordPress tutorials is these icons here. And we'll go and look at them through the eyes of the theme editor, and we can see that they are feature boxes, and they have these things called font awesome icons. And what they are just that. They are icons created by a company called Font Awesome. And this is very important that we have a WordPress theme that supports these icons, because you'll also find them down here. And I'm sure if you look around at some of the websites you frequently visit, you'll start to see like, oh, these little icons, I'm starting to kind of see them everywhere. Might have different colors, might be different sizes, different placements of course, but it's very common to use these Font Awesome icons, and all of them are available here on their website, just fontawesome.com/icons, and you can see all the ones that are available. I really don't even want to load them all, 2,300 icons. So as we edit these feature boxes, and we'll edit the contact us information, we'll be using these Font Awesome icons. And let's just say if we wanted to use one for maybe in the contact us form we want a clock. So we'll just search up a clock, and there's a couple options here. We select this one, and here is the clock. This is the code, so to speak, to use the clock. And you'll also find that here. So we would just put in FA clock and we'll have our clock. And then this theme's really great. It even allows us to select one here if we find another one. So that's it for the WordPress walkthrough series part 3. Theme customizations, and we installed some plugins and updated one of the default WordPress plugins. I'll see you in the next video.